had sought to paint the likeness of their images. That's why you have Caesar Borgia, that so-called white image that's set up as representing the Mashayach Yahawashi, which is wrong. For the Wisdom of Solomon 15:4. For neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors, different colors. Image that they painted of them, painted with different colors. The painter's fruitless labor. See, they painted of Mashayach Yahawashi, so he's going to get them. The sight whereof entices fools to lust after it. So you're a fool if you lust after that, you believe in that. And so they desire the form of a dead image that have no breath. See? Both they that make it, they that desire them, both they that make them, they that desire them, and they that worship them are lovers of evil things, and are worthy to have such things to trust upon. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 14:12. For the devising of idols, which he is an idol, one of the biggest idols that we have on this earth today, that so-called white picture of Caesar Borgia, was the beginning of spiritual fornication. And the invention of them, the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vainglory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end. So Mashayach Yahawashi come to judge and make war. For a father, here goes Caesar Borgia, for a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he had made an image of his child soon taken away, because he died, his son, Caesar Borgia, died before Rodrigo Borgia, Pope Alexander VI of Rome, now honored him as a god unto this day. This is all the way from 1492 all the way to now, this day. People are honoring him as a god, which was then a dead man. You hear that? He was a dead man. And delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. For Caesar Borgia, the so-called white image that you have up in your house or in the church or wherever it's at. Thus in process of time, an unrighteous custom grown strong was kept as a law. And graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings, whom men could not honor in presence, because he wasn't there with them, in whatever city it was, because they dwelt far off. Even over here, that's why I say he was crucified. Mashayach Yahawashi was crucified over here. This is one way he was crucified. By them setting up Caesar Borgia. To be a Mashayach Yahawashi, who was a so-called black man. You say your feet so fine, so feet like the fine brass that burn in the furnace, he got woolly hair. Come on. Whom men could not honor in presence because they dwelt far off. They took the counterfeit of his visage from far. So the counterfeit of his visage, this painting that Michelangelo painted from far, and made an express image of a king whom they honored, to the end that by this their forwardness they might flatter him that was absent, as if he were present. Flatter Rodrigo Borgia, because you can't flatter Caesar Borgia, he was dead. They're going to flatter Rodrigo Borgia, Pope Alexander VI of Rome, like he was right there in their face. See? So, when you look at all this, and you look at all things that we have been introduced to know, and seeing how Mashayach Yahawashi feel, and how the Most High feel concerning his only begotten Son, why he would come back and do what he's going to do, because they have deceived the whole world, except for his elect. Look at Baruch, the 2nd chapter. So we're going to be delivered. Salvation is coming. And the Mashayach Yahawashi, he's coming back with wrath, because of all the things that have been done, and even with him. We just read about him, how they did him. Look at Baruch, the 2nd chapter. I want to start at a verse, but I'm looking at the whole verse is really, really powerful. The whole chapter. Let's go to Baruch 2:1. Therefore, the Most High hath made good his word, which he pronounced against us, and against our judges, and judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah, all 12 tribes, to bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son, and the flesh of his own daughter. It's cold. Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach, a disgrace, and a desolation among all the people round about, where the Most High have scattered them. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Most High, our power, and have not been obedient unto his voice. So we sin against the Most High. We didn't want to be obedient to his voice, the word of the Most High, Mashayach Yahawashi, the angel of the Most High, the Spirit of the Most High, the Holy Spirit. To the Most High, our power, obtaineth righteousness, but unto us and to our fathers open shame, as appeareth this day. Can't deny that. Open shame as appeareth this day. And our women just shameful as ever. And men falling for the shame, they shameful too. Until this day. For all these plagues are come upon us, which the Most High have pronounced against us. He said he's going to do it. He's not a man he should lie. Yet have we not prayed before the Most High, that we might turn everyone from the imaginations of his wicked heart? Pray to the Most High that we might turn from the imaginations of our wicked minds? Wherefore the Most High watched over us for evil. You hear that? He watched over us for evil, and the Most High have brought it upon us. For the Most High is righteous in all his works, which he hath commanded us, as we read before. He's righteous in all his works, which he hath commanded us. That we have not hearkened. We ain't listened unto his voice, to walk in the commandments of the Most High that he hath set before us. And now, O Most High power of Israel, that has brought thy people out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand. That mighty hand is the angel of the Most High, Mashayach Yahawashi, in a high arm, and with signs and with wonders, and with great power, and has gotten thyself a name as a period this day. O Most High power, we have sinned. Over and over again, you hear the prophets saying we, even though they're righteous. O Most High, we have sinned. We have done unrighteously. We have dealt unrighteously in all thine ordinances. Let thy wrath turn from us, for we are but a few left among the heathen, when thou hast scattered us. Hear our prayers, O Most High, and our petitions. Deliver us for thine own sake, and give us favor in the sight of them which have led us away, that all the earth may know that thou art the Most High power, because Israel and his posterity is called by thy name, Yah, Shah, Allah. O Most High, look down from thy holy house and consider us. Bow down thine ear, O Most High, to hear us. Open thine eyes and behold, For the dead that are in the graves, whose souls are taken from their bodies, will give unto the Most High neither praise nor righteousness, but the soul that is greatly vexed, which goeth stooping and feeble, and the eyes that fail, and the hungry soul will give thee praise and righteousness, O Most High. Therefore we do not make our humble supplication before thee, O Most High, our power, for the righteousness of our fathers and of our kings. Thou hast sent out thy wrath and indignation upon us, as thou hast spoken by thy servants the prophets, saying, Thus said the Most High, bow down your shoulders to serve the king of Babylon. So shall ye remain in the land that I gave unto your fathers. But if ye will not hear the voice of the Most High to serve the king of Babylon, I will cause to cease out of the cities of Judah, and from without Judah, Jerusalem, the voice of mirth and the voice of joy, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, nobody getting married, and the whole land shall be desolate of inhabitants. There it is, it's over there. It looks just like that. But we will not hearken unto thy voice to serve the king of Babylon. Therefore hast thou made good the words that thou spakest by thy servants the prophets, namely, that the bones of our kings and the bones of our fathers should be taken out of their places. And lo, they are cast out of the heat of the day and to the frost of the night. And they died in great miseries by famine, by sword, and by pestilence. Remember, the Most High looking over us for evil. In the house which is called by thy name hast thou laid waste, as it is to be seen this day, for the wickedness of the house of Israel and the house of Judah, for the wickedness of the 12 tribes of Israel, before the eyes of the Most High. O Most High power, thou hast dealt with us after all thy goodness, and according to all that great mercy of thine, as thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write thy law before the children of Israel, saying, If ye will not hear my voice, and hear this clearly, Yasharallah, today, he said, if ye will not hear my voice, and from his voice come words, and we know the word of the Most High is a Mashayach Yahawashi, as the angel of the Most High this day, because he's not in the flesh, he's in the spirit. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter thee. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. That's where we at now, brothers and sisters. Remembering that we are the chosen people of the Most High, the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. And shall know that I am the Most High, their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear. Give us a mind and ears to hear, all over the world, in our scattered places that he scattered us in. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Most High. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be the powers of it. The Most High is going to do this, not no man. Ain't no man going to save us. Deuteronomy 28 and 29 lets us know that, y'all. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. Hallelujah. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people. I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. What he say? I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So go to Lamentations 4:22. Lamentations 4:22. He says he's not going to drive us out of the land. He's going to bring us to the land. And once he brings us to the land, we're never going to be driven out of the land of Israel again. Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. We don't define Zion as the 12 tribes of Israel. He will no more carry thee away into captivity, just like we just read in Baruch. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. That's why, like we read, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. He said, he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. He will discover their sins. Because when you look up Edom in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, it says Edom figures probably in the prophetic scriptures as a scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High, and give scriptures. We already went to Isaiah 63, but gave Isaiah, let's see, 34 and 5. Isaiah 34 and 5. Let's go there. Dealing with the mystery of Mashayach Yahawashi that's going to bring that wrath, the nation of the Most High. Say, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Heaven is power and authority on this earth. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Look up Idumea. Idumea in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Idumea. Edom, Rome. So, Idumea means Edom, Rome. The Caucasians. It says, this is what they gave. Said there's no promise of mercy from the Most High. It says, Isaiah 34 and 5 and 6 is what they gave. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So he says it's going to come down upon the people of his curse to judgment. The sword of the Most High is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys and rams, for the Most High has a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So, that's what they know. Verse 8, it's the day of the Most High Mashayach Yahawashi's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. For the controversy of Zion, of the 12 tribes of Israel. And the streams shall, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. Remember, you come with that fire. It shall not be quenched night nor day. I mean, it's going to burn forever. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. And you know, thus say the Most High. So we have to look at this for what it is and really hope and pray that the Most High will restore us to himself again in his loving kindness and his mercy and grace that's promised to the Israelites. But he's going to redeem a remnant of all nations to be in the kingdom, to have their position in our kingdom. But it's going to be a righteous kingdom. But the judgment is the judgment. So, when you look at 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. Say, for we must all, 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashayach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body. Now you got to get out of your mind that he's gonna be there in the flesh. Remember, he's an angel. That we're gonna appear before the judgment seat of Mashayach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. That's life or death. Over and over. That's the only choices we have. Life or death. Over and over again. Knowing therefore the terror of a Mashayach Yahawashi, don't sound like no love to me. Y'all got him set up as this loving being. You say, knowing therefore the terror of the Most High and the Mashayach Yahawashi. Knowing therefore the terror of a Mashayach Yahawashi, because he called a destroyer. We persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High. And our trust also are made manifest in your consciousness, the way you think. So, food for thought, verse 17. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be Bahashama Mashayach Yahawashi, in the Mashayach Yahawashi, the name coming in the name of the anointed Savior, he is a new creature. A new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. And it's something, that's that change that you have to look at yourself and examining yourself to be changed, to become a true spiritual, mighty, in the power of the Most High and of Mashayach Yahawashi, Israelite in these last days. Or you're going to continue to follow the way of the world that's set up to send you straight to hell. More food for thought. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? That's why you got to make a choice. Make sure that, because you be around unbelievers so long, next thing you know, you caught up in the world. Find yourself in a fight with the Most High. You're going to be with more stripes than they would and not knowing the truth. You that know the truth and them went some other way into the world. So you're going to beat you with more stripes than they going to get. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? Or what communion have light with darkness? You call yourself in the light, the sun has come in and faking it. You can't fake it for so long. That's one thing I found out. You can't fake it for so long. If you dark, you're going to go back into darkness because you never really came into the light. You got to study, really. If you ain't studying, somebody ain't studying, you know they ain't really ready. They ain't really about it. But the Most High know. You see? If you ain't really trying to make it, more power to you, boy. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? That's why you got to make a choice. Make sure you do some investigation. Say, and what concord have Mashayach Yahawashi with Belial? That's two different entities, altogether opposite. Or what part has he that believeth with an infidel? You believe, but you with an infidel. Good for nothing. And what agreement have the temple of the Most High, who we are, with idols? You see what Daniel and Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego did? They said, hey, we not bowing down to no idol. Thrown in the fiery furnace, heated up 7 times hotter than it should have been. Thrown in a den of lions. We ain't bowing down to no idol. Our power is the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Forever and ever. That's a moral to all generations. And what agreement have the temple of the Most High, who we are, with idols? For you are the temple of the living power. As the Most High has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them. Mashayach Yahawashi. and the Most High, I must say, because he said, we will make our abode in you. I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate. That's why you look at people look like, well, you got to be over here, over there. No, he said, come out from among them, and be ye separate. Said the Most High. You got to learn to deal with it. And touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. And will be a father unto you. You shall be my sons and daughters, said the Most High Power Almighty. Hallelujah. So if you, I'm going to end it right there because that's beautiful. So we pretty much covered the mystery of Mashayach Yahawashi in a real way. So if you'd like further information, you can reach me, Priest Thaahwam. Shoulda Wisdom we got next forever and ever and ever. P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California, 90801-3012. With that, all praise to the Most High, the water to the Most High, and I'm out. Shalom.